Most people who buy cheap land at tax auctions never manage to sell it. They list it on Zillow. They wait 6 months. Nothing happens. Then they panic and drop the price below what they paid. It's not because the land wasn't good. It's not because there were no buyers. It's because they looked for buyers in completely the wrong place. Today, I'm going to show you exactly where land buyers actually are, how to reach them without a realtor or the MLS, and the one strategy that turns a $1,200 parcel into over $6,000 in collected payments. Let's get into it. Why the MLS doesn't work for raw land. The MLS was built for houses, not for raw land. And the difference matters more than most people realize. When you list a house on the MLS, buyers show up with bank financing, pre-approval letters, and agents. The whole system is designed around that transaction. Raw land breaks every part of that system. Most banks won't finance raw land at all. Undeveloped parcels under 10 acres? Traditional lenders routinely decline those applications entirely. That means if you list raw land on the MLS and require cash or conventional financing, you've already eliminated 70 to 80% of your potential buyers before a single person sees your listing. The buyers exist. There are millions of Americans actively looking for affordable land right now. They just don't shop on Zillow. Where land buyers actually are. Platform number 1, LandWatch and Lands of America. These are the 2 largest dedicated land marketplaces in the country. Every person on these platforms is specifically looking for land, not houses, not commercial real estate. Land. When you list here, write a clear, specific title. 5 acres, road access, New Mexico, $4,500 outperforms beautiful land for sale every single time. Include satellite. Imagery from Google Earth. Answer the 3 questions every buyer asks first. Is there road access? What's the zoning? Is there water? Answer those upfront and you eliminate 80% of back and forth before it starts. Platform number 2, Facebook groups. This is the most underestimated tool in raw land selling, and it is completely free. Search Facebook for groups like Land for Sale State, Homesteading Land State, or Off-Grid Living State. These groups have tens of thousands of active members who are specifically looking for exactly what you have. Post with clear photos, key facts, price, and contact information. Respond. Fast. Buyers in these groups move quickly, and they move on just as fast if you do not. Platform number 3, Craigslist. It still works, especially for parcels under $10,000. The buyers on Craigslist are looking for deals. They're not expecting perfection. They're expecting value. Priced right, Craigslist can generate real leads within 24 hours. Post simple photos, key facts, price, and contact. Refresh every few days to stay visible. The strategy that changes everything, owner financing. I want to tell you about Sarah. She's a teacher from Tennessee. She paid $1,400 for 8 wooded acres at a county tax auction. She listed it on Zillow. 3 months, 0 inquiries. Then she posted it in a Facebook hunting group with owner financing terms. 4 days later, she had 2 offers. She sold for $7,200 total, $600 down, $185 a month for 36 months. She made over 5 times her investment without a realtor, without the MLS, and without ever visiting the property herself. What made the difference wasn't the platform, it was the financing. Here's the concept. Instead of requiring a cash buyer, you become the bank. The buyer pays you a down payment. Then they make monthly payments directly to you, plus interest, until the land is paid off. Why does this work so well? Because most banks won't finance raw land, so most buyers can't get a mortgage on it. When you offer owner financing, you become the lender. Suddenly, every buyer who got turned down by a bank is your potential customer. Let me run a real example. You bought 5 acres at a tax auction for $1,200. You list it for $6,500 with owner financing, $500 down, $175 per month for 36 months. Total collected $500 plus $175 times 36 equals $6,800. Your profit, $5,600 on a $1,200 investment, and you received monthly income the entire time you waited. This is how serious land investors build a real business, not as one-time flips, but as a system that generates recurrent cash flow month after month. Pricing raw land is simpler than most people think. Search LandWatch and Lands of America for comparable parcels in the same county, similar acreage, similar zoning, similar road access. Look at active listings to see what sellers are asking. Then look at sold listings to see what buyers are actually paying. The sold data is what matters. If comparable parcels are selling for $4,000 to $5,000, price yours at $4,200 for a fast cash sale, or $5,500 with owner financing terms. The financing premium is real. If you are not getting inquiries within 2 weeks, reduce by 10%. Land that sits is costing you. Carrying costs and opportunity. Price to move. 2. Buyers who want your land right now. The homesteader. Looking for rural land to build a self-sufficient life. They want road access, flat terrain, and the ability to drill a well. They're willing to drive an hour from the nearest town. They move fast when they find the right parcel. Speak to their dream of independence and space. The hunter. Looking for wooded acreage in states with strong deer or turkey seasons. They don't care about utilities. They care about tree cover and wildlife. Arkansas, Mississippi, Tennessee. These buyers are extremely active. Post in hunting groups. Use language like wooded, private, and wildlife. They buy fast and ask fewer questions than almost any other buyer type. Know which buyer you're targeting before you write your listing. Every word, every photo, every platform choice should speak directly to them. Let's bring it all together. Skip the MLS. Your buyers aren't there. List on LandWatch, Lands of America, Facebook groups, and Craigslist. Offer owner financing. It expands your buyer pool, increases your sale price, and creates monthly cash flow from land you paid almost nothing for. Price? Based on sold comparables, reduce by 10% if nothing moves within 2 weeks. Know your buyer. The homesteader wants freedom and space. The hunter wants trees and wildlife. Speak their language and they'll find you. This is the system. Not a one-time lucky deal, but a repeatable process you can run again and again. If this is the kind of content you want more of, the subscribe button is right there. And it actually helps the algorithm decide whether to show this to more people who need to hear it. Next video, why rich people are quietly buying raw land right now, and what they know that most Americans don't. You don't want to miss that one.